All right, so we've just basically got a bowl, and the good thing about this is basically that you just have to get handsy with it in terms of making sure that maybe you could just try soften that a bit further. That's about that's about a cup. A half a cup of butter we have there. You can just give that a little bit of some softening. I'll get some sugar because what you're going to do is rub those ingredients together. And just make sure that they're fully incorporated. Chef, I'm pretty sure you've tried this before, yes?
Yes, I have.
After we've made it here a couple of times. It should be like a normal thing for you, right? All right, now that's what I was telling you to use your hands. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So maybe we could just grab some gloves. Now I've got half a cup of sugar. Now you can opt to leave the sugar out and instead add sultanas. You can get as creative as sweetening it. You can add some apricots, some dry fruit basically. That can add as your sugar. But today we're just going to put about half a cup of sugar in there. Yes.
I love the smell of butter.
I love the smell of butter as well. In pastries, if you smell the butter, trust me, it is delicious. It's going to be absolutely delicious. Now I'm going to go ahead and just do this because I need to change this up. And what we're going to do is, as you're rubbing that in, he's rubbing the sugar and the butter in there. And what I'm going to do is, oh, yes, that looks good, Chef. I like the way you're working on that butter. Because most of the time, people just rub it with their hands. But you're like, come on, chapati. I'm like, you're softening it, kabisa. Yeah. And at this point is actually
from hot plate with love.
Yes, from hot plate with love. There you go. I'm going to add about a quarter cup of oats. Now, this is going to add the crunchiness to it. Nice. And then what I'm going to do after is, let me just add a little bit more sugar. I feel like I want more sugar in that. Is add a cup of flour. Okay. Now, this, you want to make sure it becomes a bit crumbly. So we're going to just add a little bit as we go, because we want to make sure that crumble, I'll show you the consistency that it needs to be. And we've got some strawberries here. Sorry, not some strawberries, some pineapples. And what I'm going to do is just roughly chop them. This is going to be our base, of course, for the pineapple crumble, because it is a pineapple crumble. And actually, let me get a couple. How's that looking, Chef?
Iko karibu.
Iko karibu. All right, I'm just going to add a little bit more flour because you see, bado na shikana. So you want to make sure that I shikani, it's almost, you want it like sand, but ukishikanisha, it will still bind, isn't it?
So tuongeze oats kidogo.
Oats kidogo. Yeah. You like oats? Okay, more oats it is. A little bit more oats just for that extra crunch. I'm sorry, for adding oats, we're adding sugar. A little bit more sugar for, for our pineapple crumble, because at the end of the day, it's a dessert, right? And I'm just going to basically chop these fine. If you have fresh pineapples, it's even better. You want the tanginess, but I'm just going to use these canned pineapples that I got from the supermarket. Chef, it still needs a little bit more flour, yes? Kidogo too. Now we're just going to add just...
Getting messy.
No, it's fine. Don't worry about it. We're just going to add a little bit more. And you know what? We can add just a little bit more oats as well. Now we've added... so instead of using a quarter, we've used a half cup of oats, which you can decide if you like oats more. You can add some... or you can opt to leave the oats out as well. It's absolutely up to you. Now, that's about cuts it. I'm going to go ahead and grab this bowl right here that I love to use. And we're going to grab these pineapples and basically just dump them right in the pan. And I love to... Oh, sorry, Chef. I'm about to stab you. All right, I'm going to add these pineapples and just place them all on there. Now, I absolutely love making this dessert. Why? Because my sister, her name's Jane. I'm sure you've heard of Jane before. She loves this dessert. Like, she can beg me to make this every day. She'll be like, Claire, could you please make me some pineapple crumble? Now, Chef, please just show them the consistency of that crumble that we have there.
Yeah, it's actually breaking down.
It's breaking apart, exactly. But if you hold it firm, bado na shikana. Now, this is a little secret I have. I just sprinkle a little bit of sugar on, about a teaspoon of sugar on those pineapples, because the sauce comes out and then it caramelizes the pineapples. Absolutely delicious. You can opt to add a pinch of flour. This also thickens the sauce just a bit further. It's kind of like my little secret. This is a teaspoon of flour that I've just sprinkled on top, so that when the pineapples, this is just the same flour that we've used, home baking flour, which is non-raising, as we've used for the crumble, is the same one that I've used to basically just sprinkle on those pineapples. And then once we have that, we're just going to grab this crumble that Chef has made so well there and sprinkle that right on top, basically. Oh my goodness, I can't wait to have this. This is the consistency that you want. Absolutely beautiful. It's still a bit wet. It's not dry. You can't see the flour, popping out there. Everything has been incorporated perfectly. Thank you, chef. And then you pop it into the oven. This is going to go for about 20 minutes. Chef,
Okay.
maybe you can be able to shift that for me because I want mine
Toleo.
right at the top. Thank you. Now, I want mine right on the top. This is because I wanted to get that perfect brown right at the top. And this is thanks to our pneumatic oven. We've got so much space. Now, thanks a lot because now I don't have... there you go. Are you going to take that off? Huh?
Yep.
All right, now I'm basically just gonna pop this right on top. We put that at the bottom, which is still gonna cook. And of course, we're gonna add the minutes there and the temperature that we've raised it to about 200.
How many degrees?
This is, well, you can put it at 180, but because of the fact that yours is going on as well there, we're gonna put it at 200.
Okay.
And this will basically just cook that dessert perfectly. And of course, we're gonna add the minutes, which you can do on our 6-functional oven. Make sure the fan is on to evenly distribute the heat, and we're good to go. Now,
I'm Chef Bennett. If you want to watch more videos, just click on the side. If you want to subscribe, click down below.